Hi guys, welcome back to yet another class of English. Today, once again, we will be writing informal letters. Our topic for today is your experience at a water park. So today, you will be writing about your experience at a water park. Now, most of us has visited a water park at least once in our lifetime, right? I'm sure some of you may have gone even many times to a water park. So today's topic is a very exciting topic, and let's look at our experience at a water park. I'm going to give you a little help how you would write your letter telling your friend your experience at a water park. So this video is just to help you write a proper informal letter to your friend. Now before we go to the letter, let's recap on the elements of an informal letter. So the elements of an informal letter, I have already told you in the last class. Okay, the elements start with your address, the address of the writer, that is your address. It is followed by the date, then it is followed by the salutation. Next, we have the body of the letter, which consists of three parts. You have your introduction, you've got your main content, and we have our conclusion. And finally, we have the subscription, okay, and the writer's name. So these are the elements of an informal letter. They are very important because this is the outline of your letter. If you know the elements, it becomes very easy for you to write an letter. Okay, so let's go to the interesting part of today's lesson, where I will be helping you to describe your experience at a water park. So by the end of the class, you will be writing a letter and you will be telling me about your experience at a water park. So when we are going to describe our experience at a water park, okay, you're going to write to your best friend and you're going to tell him how you spent your day at a water park. So the first thing you need to do is you need to use your five senses. Okay, you need to use your five senses. Our five senses enables us to see, to hear, to taste, to smell, and to feel. And these five senses will help you to write a very, very interesting experience about your time at a water park. So first of all, let's start with the sense of sight. What do you see in a water park? You have gone to the water park. Now, what are you seeing? So, I think the first thing we would see are many people. Water parks are rarely empty. There will be lots of people screaming and shouting. You'll have various water slides, roller coasters, okay, and definitely you'll have restaurants. You'll see lifeguards. So, you can write what you see. You can also write what you hear. Now, you would hear the splashing of water. You would hear people talking, laughing, screaming, right? You can just think back. If you have ever gone to a water park, just think back. What are the things I heard? What are the things I tasted? Now, when I mean tasted, I mean, I'm sure you did not starve the whole day, right? You would have gone and definitely had some delicious food. So what was the delicious food you had? Usually, they don't allow us to take home food in water parks, right? We buy food at the restaurant. So what food did you have? It could be ice cream, because usually it's really hot. We feel dehydrated, we feel tired, so we tend to have more of juice and ice cream. So maybe you had juice, maybe you had ice cream, maybe you had some delicious chow and momo, some fried rice, chili chicken. What did you have? So you can write that in the part where you had the word tasted. Okay, then smell. What did you smell? You could say you smell the fresh air. You could say you smell the sweat of people because they'll be running around. You could say you smell the tasty food. Okay, so you can write anything over here. How did you feel? Did you feel excited? Did you feel happy? Did you feel scared to go on some rides? I know I felt scared to go on some of the rides, and I just did it and got over with it, and I love going to water parks. So how did you feel? Okay, it was a really exciting experience to go to a water park and to spend the day with my family. Okay, so make a list of what you want to write, okay, like I have done in the slide here, and it will make it easier for you to write your letter. Okay, now coming to the last part of your letter, how are you going to write your letter? So don't forget, I told you this even in your last class, you have to start with your address. When you start with your address, write your house number. It could be your apartment number. It could be the name of your apartment. If your house has a name, it could be the name. It could also be the name of your house or the name of your cottage. So the first line has to be house number, apartment, cottage name. Okay, that will be your first line. The second line is the name of the colony which you stay in. The third line is the city which you stay in, followed by the PIN code, which I have already told you in your last class. Okay, now once you are done with your address, leave one line and write the date. You will be writing this today, so see that you write today's date. Okay, the day you are writing the letter, that date has to be mentioned. Once you are done with the date, leave one line and write the salutation. Okay, I think there's a mistake over here. Write the salutation. Okay, for your salutation, you're writing to your best friend, so you can write dear and your best friend's name, or you can also write my best friend. It's up to you. Okay, write the salutation. Once you are done with your salutation, you have your introduction. So now for your introduction, what are you going to write? So you can always write, how are you? I hope you are fine. I am writing this letter to tell you my experience at a water park. Or you can say, I'm writing to tell you how I spent my day at a water park. Or you can even name the water park over here. It's a good idea if you can name the water park. So for your introduction, you can write, how are you? I hope you are fine. My family and me, we went and visited a water park recently. Or you can say, we went to Ecoland, and I want to tell you about my experience. Okay, so your introduction should tell the person why you are writing the letter. Then for your body, you need to include all the details which we have talked about in the previous slide, that is the 5 senses slide. So you can say, I was very excited. As soon as I entered the water park, I saw many people. Okay, so like that, you just continue. It should have at least 5 to 6 sentences, and just describe what you saw, you heard, you felt, you smelt, and you tasted. Okay, in the conclusion, we need to conclude our letter. So you can tell your friend, I had a wonderful time. Next time when we go, maybe you can come too. Okay, so that could be your conclusion. You can end your letter telling your friend to write about how, if he has gone to a water park, okay, and if he or she can write back telling you his or her experience. Okay, so that could be your end. Okay, and once you are done with your end, you will leave one line and you will write the subscription, that is your best friend. Okay, and below your best friend, you need to write your name. Okay, so remember, the elements of the letter are your guideline to writing a perfect letter. So this is your homework for today. There will be no worksheet for today. We are just going to do this for today. It is taken out from your content book. So once you are done writing your letter on an A4 size paper, I want you to click it and upload it to Google Classroom. Okay, once you are done, you can click and you can upload it to Google Classroom. Do not throw away the paper or misplace it. I want you to take the same A4 size paper and to staple it in your English copy. When we get back to school, I'll be definitely checking it. Okay, so that's all for today. In case you have any doubts, you can always give me a call or you can message me. So stay safe and happy learning, and I'll be seeing you in your next class. Bye bye.